Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Is that an open container in the middle of the ocean? You know you're basically just drinking water at that point.
Hey, what's that pirate game you like to play?
Sea of Thieves?
See if thieves' nuts fit in your mouth.
Yeah, okay, moving on. I'm Gayfish, and today we'll be talking Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Season 1, Episode 7, The Serene Squall. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. This episode delivers in spades. There are space pirates. Jesse James Keitel guest stars and delivers a stunning performance as a new character that I can basically guarantee is going to be a Hall of Famer like Garrick and Wayoon. The Spock to Pring Chapel love triangle is beginning to take shape. And Pike, the lovable goofball, even dons the pirate accent to Una's protestations. The twists and turns in this episode are so good that if you're going to watch, pause now and go do that, because I don't want you to miss a second of how this episode plays out. And with that, let's talk all the spoilers, because holy crap. The Enterprise heads into non-Federation space to look for some missing colonists and are on high alert because of a notorious band of pirates in the area. They're being advised by Dr. Aspen, a non-binary humanitarian worker and former ship's counselor who seems to take a particular liking to Spock, encouraging him not to try to fit himself into either the human or the Vulcan box. And then Star Trek pulls the rug out from under us. Dr. Aspen is actually Captain Angel, leader of the pirates, and while this may look on paper like a betrayal, it just means that we get to see a cool character with great advice become an awesome villain who chews the scenery in the second half of the show. While most of the crew have been taken hostage on the Serene Squall, and Pike takes the opportunity to incite a mutiny among the pirates, Spock and Chapel are still aboard the Enterprise. As it turns out, Angel has planned this whole thing in order to get their husband released from a Vulcan prison, and uses Spock to get to Pring to release him. Spock and Chapel pull a bluff that they're having an affair in order to break off the engagement and release Pring from her duty to protect him. Everyone sees it for what it is, but it's still enough of a move to get Pring not to hand over the prisoner. Pike and crew have taken over the Serene Squall in the background and begin attacking the Enterprise in order to get Angel to surrender. Angel beams out to a small craft hidden in the asteroid field, probably shouting, "Next time, Gadget," as they warp away. Spock and Pring reunite afterward, and Spock also approaches Chapel to see how she feels about it since they kissed on the bridge. She says there's nothing here but friendship, but you can tell she's starting to develop something more in the feels department around him. She may say she values honesty in others, but she's not quite honest with herself. In the final scene, we find out that Angel's Vulcan husband is none other than Sybok, Spock's half-brother who was the villain of Star Trek V. And it's that reveal that tells me we haven't seen the last of Angel, and thank God for that. So what did you think of the episode? Leave a comment below.
Honestly, the funniest part of the episode is how they yada yada the actual mutiny on the ship. Also, we only have 3 episodes left for them to give Ortegas a focal plot. Hurry up!
Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my Patreon to get shouted out in future videos. Check out my Bandcamp for banging tunes, including all the tracks you heard in this video. Follow me on Twitter @GayestFesh, and don't forget to check out my podcast, The Rest of Both Worlds, where I go through Star Trek The Next Generation with a friend who's never seen it. Thank you to all my patrons, with a special shout out to Piftle Cakes and Renee Vorbeck. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you all in the next video.